Elaine, I'm on break right now.
If there's a message from you at this hour, could it be that your mom has contacted you again?
That's my Elaine. You always knew exactly what is happening. Haha.
Well, she always does this every time. So, what happened?
She said that after I left home, she's lonely all by herself and all that jazz. And now, she wants me to move back to live with her. Can you believe that?
There, calm down. The fact is, your mom really misses you.
I know, but when will she stop treating me like a child? She contacts me every day. I'm not always free to entertain her, you know.
I think to her, you will always be her little boy, and probably the only person she can talk to.
It's really annoying when she keeps contacting me, knowing that I work from home as a freelancer.
But you cannot just ignore her, right?
Yeah, if I ignored her, chances are she would come looking for me. And my life with you, Elaine, will be turned upside down if that happens.
That would be a problem.
Oh man, guess I'll have to put up with it somehow. What a pain.
I'm always here for you, honey. You have the rest of the day to change your mood. Do your best.
All right. Elaine? Reply to me right away, Elaine.
I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to use my phone at work.
Huh? Why are you still at work when Sam is at home working?
Yeah, I punch out at 5 p.m., so...
What time do you think you'll get home, huh?
I always reach home by 7:30 p.m.
And leaving Sam alone all the way till you get home? Come on! I thought you would take good care of Sam when I allowed you two to be married.
I wasn't fooling around, and I'm trying my best with the thought of being a good wife.
Trying is not good enough. You have to do more than that. You have my precious Sam all to yourself. So you gotta dedicate yourself to him.
What?
Anyway, hurry home now and make Sam's dinner. I won't take no for an answer. If you don't like it, just quit your job.
Okay.
Sam. What the hell, Mom? You know I'm working right now. Are you sure Elaine is taking good care of you? What? What is this about all of a sudden? Elaine, she's doing fine. Although she works in the day, she does all the housework when she gets home. I don't have any complaints, so what about it? I want to talk about that. I just messaged Elaine. You messaged her during work? Oh God, stop it, Mom. It ain't a big deal. She seems to be always ending work late. Come on, it's not that late. It's pretty normal to end work at 5 p.m. Well, you work from home. So if she is out working late, who's gonna take care of you? Is she really taking good care of you? I'm not a kid anymore, so she doesn't have to neglect her work just to take care of me. Oh dear. Sam, are you really sure Elaine is doing a good job as a housewife? I can't help but to worry about you. Elaine is doing a great job as my wife. Besides, I can take care of myself too. Do you not understand why did I allow you to marry her? I could have done everything for you if you had stayed with me. If I knew it was gonna be like this, I would never have let you move out of the house. I left because I couldn't stand having a mom like that. What? No, it's nothing. What if Elaine quits her job? For what? Well, I just felt like you weren't being taken good care of. For me, I work from home and it turns out fine, and I can focus better when I'm alone. So can you please leave me alone? No way, I'm not going to let that happen. If Elaine insists on working, tell her to get a part-time job. Then that way, she can come home early, right?
Why should Elaine do that?
I've been telling you, you are not being well taken care of.
Elaine isn't my caretaker, you know? And besides, she likes her current job, and that's fine. I'm not complaining. And even if we do have problems, it's between the two of us.
Ha! So you do have problems, don't you? If we had lived close to each other, I'd be there for you in a heartbeat.
It was just a hypothetical example. There's nothing troubling me.
Aren't you just putting up with things because Elaine is being useless?
What? Don't say stuff like that about her.
You're just saying that because you don't want me to worry.
No, I'm not. Elaine and I are happily married and living without any inconvenience. There's nothing for you to worry about.
I knew it was a mistake to leave you to Elaine. Only I know how to take care of you.
What are you talking about?
That means it is up to me.
I think we are having a huge misunderstanding here, Mom. I'm really fine.
No, I'm sure you aren't happy with your job.
Yeah, because you keep getting in the way like this.
It'd be best to think about a solution for this.
Enough is enough. I'm happy with my life. I don't need any help or whatsoever.
You work very hard, so you need me to take care of you. I have an idea.
And what's that? Don't think of anything weird. Quit being annoying.
Come on now, don't be shy. I can do anything for my Sam.
Nah, you don't have to do anything for me. As long as I have Elaine with me, I'll be fine.
You don't have to lie to me, and you don't have to put up with anything.
I don't even know where this is going anymore.
Anyway, just leave it to me. I'll not make you look bad.
Hey, honey. Hope you had a good day. My work just ended, and I'll go do some shopping before coming home. Okay. My mom contacted you today, right?
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
It's okay. I've gotten used to it. Your mom really loves you. That's why it can't be helped that she cares a lot about you.
I'm in my 30s already. Give me a break. I wish she would back off. I can't even get my job done.
Well, isn't she always like that?
Yeah, but for her to go to the extent of bad-mouthing you...
I'm not bothered by it, so it's okay. Somehow we got through to each other.
I tried to prevent all this from happening before we got married by moving out. Yet, it's all for nothing.
True. It was pretty tough when you were trying to leave back then too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. She told me she can't let me live alone, as I'll not be able to do my work properly. But all the more, I couldn't get any work done with her around.
Especially because you are working from home. I think it might be good for her to see how your work requires focus with her own eyes.
You have no idea. If my mom was here, I won't be able to get anything done. She'll be like, hey, it's tea time, you need to rest your eyes, and force me to do it. I can't stand having her come into my room all the time.
Come to think of it, it might be better off to just keeping it to texting, I guess.
Elaine, I think we both know where the real problem lies.
Oh, don't be so mean to your mom.
Well, she did say that she's coming over to our house.
She loves you a lot, so I won't be surprised if she comes barging in. But try not to overreact.
I understand, and that's why it hurts the most. I think I'm getting kind of depressed over this.
Don't be like that. Well, I do have a good news to share with you.
Oh, what is it?
I found a nice place for us that is relatively close to my office, and the supermarket is nearby the station. It's an apartment that comes with a study room. I thought it would be perfect for you to do your work.
That's awesome. Most importantly, it is close to your workplace.
Why don't we go take a look tomorrow? I think it's best to do it as soon as possible because good apartments like this get taken quickly.
You're right. Let's go.
I'll make an appointment then.
The contract here, too, is about to be up soon. Perfect timing.
Yep. It'd be nice to get everything done before the renewal process.
Cross our fingers.
Sam, it's been a while. How have you been? I've been so busy with all the preparations that I haven't been able to drop you a message. I apologize if I seem pitiful, but it's all right now because I'm here now. I'm at the station now. Where are you, Sam? How careless of you to not lock your door. Are you out with Elaine? Oh well, I'll wait here for you. Don't worry about me. Ha ha.
Mom, what in the world?
Don't you what in the world me. I've told you I'll handle this. Ha 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 ha.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to take care of you.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've just received my belongings that arrived not long ago. Ha 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 ha.
Belongings?
Yes, my belongings. I need Elaine to do some cleaning up before I can start unpacking.
Huh?
This house is a total mess. It looks like all your laundry are having a party all over your place. There's absolutely no excuse for it.
Laundry? Elaine did hung them up properly.
Stop it! You don't have to defend Elaine. I know what I'm looking at. Look, the kitchen is in a mess too.
The kitchen? Elaine made sure the kitchen was spotless this morning, all right, but I used it just now to make my lunch.
You made your own lunch?
Yes, I did. Elaine said my fried rice was the best. It's been a while, but I've decided to make it.
So Elaine made you cook your own lunch? On your day off? Unbelievable!
Exactly, because it's my day off. That's why I made it. Since we both have to work on weekdays, there isn't much chance I can make it, isn't it?
Well, well, well. Isn't Elaine a princess? I can't believe she made you do all that. That's so unbecoming of a wife. I'll have to teach her a lesson.
What are you rambling about, Mom?
Anyway, Sam, this is such a lovely house. I'm happy that we can live together for the rest of our lives.
I really don't understand what you mean. Why do I have to live together with you forever?
It's so that I can take care of you. Elaine doesn't seem to be very dependable. I've decided that I want to stay together and take care of you.
Huh? You're going to live with me?
Yes. It's a nice house to live in for the rest of your life. I like it. I'm going to make some changes to my taste, though.
Hold on. Please tell me you don't intend to move over from the countryside.
Of course. Bet you were surprised by this. I've been planning this as a surprise for you. That's why I did not contact you at all. Sorry.
I never thought you'd do something like this.
I'd do anything for you, my dear. All the housework, just leave it to me. Unlike that good-for-nothing Elaine. What would you do without me? You can feel at ease too, right?
What do you think you're doing?
Anyhow, I'm going to do some dinner shopping.
What?
I'm going to make your favorite fish soup. Look forward to it when you come home. Sam, pick up the phone. It's urgent. Sam, where are you? I'm in a pinch.
What is it?
I just came home from shopping and I noticed someone is in the house. Could it be a burglar? The door was unlocked. We should call the police, right?
You're the one that's going to be reported. You know that, right?
Huh? Why? I only went out to do some shopping, and only to find out someone is in the house.
Look, Mom, we've moved.
What? What are you talking about? Are you lying to me? Is this some kind of sick joke?
No, Mom, I'm not joking.
Huh? You really have moved out?
Yes, that's right. With Elaine, of course.
How did it come to this?
I've decided on this place on a whim before I got married. It was inconvenient and far from the station.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no supermarket where we can buy daily groceries, and it's far from Elaine's workplace. After we got married, we thought of just living here for the time being, but it turns out getting to work for Elaine was such a hassle. So we decided to move out as soon as we can find a better place.
Oh? I didn't know about that.
Also, I know you will definitely come here when you like.
Huh?
And you proved me right.
Sam, what do you think you are saying to me?
I don't want you to come and bully Elaine.
I did not bully her.
Do you realize how nasty you have been towards Elaine whenever you message her? Checking on her and judging her? I know how you are like, Mom.
I didn't do that.
No matter how many times you texted her during work and giving her all sorts of hell, Elaine still tries to be very polite to you because you're my mom.
Of course, she married into the family. It's only natural for her to be this way.
I am very annoyed with you too.
Sam?
Bombarding my phone with calls and messages whenever you want, to the extent that I couldn't even do my work. I really wish you would stop disturbing me with all this.
Disturbing you? I was just worried.
You've always been like this since I was little. Where are you going? Tell me your friend's house phone number. I'll come and pick you up from school. Don't talk to anyone and just exit quickly after class. This company doesn't seem to have a good reputation. You should look for another job.
Sam?
Even when I finally found someone I love, you'll find all sorts of things to complain about. Why must you get involved in everything?
I don't think I was disturbing you. To me, Sam, you will always be my cute little boy. What's wrong with having a parent caring about their son?
I'm already 30 years old. I'm not a child. I'm married and have a family. Don't meddle in my family's affairs.
Why do you say such horrible things?
Because it bothers me. You and your sneaky little plans to move in with me without telling me and just waltz into my house like it's yours, that's crazy.
Why are you feeling this way? I thought you would be happy.
Do you honestly think I'd be happy? I'm already living with Elaine. I do not appreciate having you coming in between us.
Don't be so mean, Sam.
I never want to see you again. I don't know what else you're gonna do to Elaine.
You're joking, right? Here I am so worried about you.
I don't need you to worry about me. I have Elaine and she's all I need. I want you to act like a grown-up and leave.
Sam, don't say that.
Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Sam, wait a minute. Sam. It's me, Elaine.
Elaine, what the hell did you do?
If only you hadn't appeared, my son and I would have been living happily together. Have you ever wondered if it's only you who will be happy?
What?
Sam has been frustrated about this for a long time. You worry about him excessively to the point of obsession. It's unhealthy.
Obsession?
He can't even do his work. Sam is a grown man, Mom. You gotta learn to let go.
Don't you dare talk to me like that. Why should I be listening to you?
He was so fed up with all your nonsense that he decided to move.
What?
Sam told me he wants to cut ties with you. Sam said that?
That's why he didn't mention to you where we're moving to.
Why not? There's no mother in this world who doesn't know where her son lives.
You will come barging in like this again if you knew. So he said he will never tell you.
Oh? Then you shall tell me.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I respect Sam's decision. He wants you to back off.
You're saying all these to your advantage. Everything is just coming from you. Put Sam back on the line.
He already said he wants nothing to do with you anymore.
Oh no.
I have something I want to tell you as well.
You have something to tell me? What is it?
The real estate agent called me just now. They said that there was some luggage just laying around. I would believe that is yours, right? They want them out right away.
Those furnitures and luggages in the room were...
I think those may belong to someone else who might have moved in after we left. Seems like they might have already contracted that house.
You mean to say I've entered someone else's property?
That's what I mean. If you don't remove your belongings immediately, they will call the police for trespassing. I think you'd better hurry.
Wait a minute. I can't possibly move everything all by myself.
Even if you say so, I'm just telling you what the real estate agent told me. It's too far for me to help you. I guess there's no choice but to deal with the police if you can't get your belongings out.
Police? Unbelievable! Then you should ask the real estate agency to give me some time.
I don't think that is possible. Why do you think I contacted you? The residents seem to be really pissed. Granted, a lot of stuff was brought in.
Hey, you should be doing something about it. What should I do?
I think you should get your belongings out and apologize to the folks.
I don't think I can do that. Not by myself.
Okay then. I'll let the real estate agent know that you are unable to do it.
Whoa, wait. You can't do that either. It'll make me look very bad.
It is what it is. You need to be accountable for your actions. Take care of it yourself. I've got to go. It'll just be a waste of time to continue this chat, and Sam might get angry.
Don't leave me in the lurch. Do something about it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Sam and I will be blocking you from here on. I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. Goodbye.
Elaine, wait a minute. Please, hold on.
Afterwards, the annoyed resident of the apartment finally called the cops. Luckily, the police officer who responded was sensible and understood the situation. As a result, my mother-in-law was able to settle things amicably through a private agreement. Money for the settlement was paid, and all her stuff was sent back to her house. Her plans to move in with Sam ended in epic failure. The moving of furnitures and luggages caught the attention of nosy neighbors, and gossip started to spread. She was called a toxic parent, and it got so bad that she could not even leave the house. I'm worried for her, but she reaped what she sowed. I hope she will get through this by herself. We finally got the peaceful life we deserved as a loving couple. We plan to focus on work for the time being. And if we're lucky enough to have a baby, we'll plan for the future and make the adjustments accordingly.
Natalie, you are a housewife and the eldest son's wife. It's only natural that you should take care of your brother-in-law. You definitely can do it, right? Huh? Why are you talking about that out of the blue? I've been taking care of a 38-year-old jobless son for a year. Oh, I see. It must have been tough for you. Next time, you're the one who's going to take care of that boy. I beg your pardon? Are you telling me that you'll move in with us? Yes, that's what I've been telling you since a while ago. I thought you understood about that. Morel, please don't get so excited. First, I have to talk to my husband Felix. Have you told him? Why do I have to call Felix? I'm sure he'll understand if I tell you, won't he? Don't be so silly and just let his younger brother Derek move in with you quickly. I heard that Derek is suffering from depression, isn't he? So what? Is that a problem? If that's the case, it's even more difficult to take care of him at our house. You are just a housewife, so you have plenty of time. All you have to do is take care of him. I have 2 sons who are still in middle school. I don't want to take on the responsibility of taking care of Derek without thinking. Please give me some time to consider. You and Felix have been forcing me to take care of Derek until now. This time, it's your turn to take care of him. He's your son, isn't he? Besides, you told us that you just want us to help him financially. That's why we've been sending money to you every month. Even if you gave me money, it wouldn't heal my heartache. You're a stupid wife if you can't even realize that. You should have known a little better. I understand that you've been through a hard time with Derek. Then why don't we have a family meeting? We don't know how much assistance Derek needs. I don't think we should take on a case when we don't know anything about his current health condition. He's a 38-year-old shut-in, but he can talk. You can have a discussion with Felix about that because I don't want to get involved. How irresponsible. Anyway, how long has he been taking his medications? I don't know anything about that. In my opinion, depression is just an indulgence. You don't need any treatment for that. You're wrong, Morel. Depression is a mental illness. Without proper treatment, it can lead to the worst-case scenario. Please don't be too harsh on Derek. You're so annoying. I was just trying to tell you the truth. Derek is too old to get married, so that's why he's taking advantage of me by pretending to be sick. I regret that. I gave birth to a worthless son like him. Please don't say that. Derek is your own son. Anyway, it's been decided that you and Felix are going to take care of Derek. I'm counting on both of you. Hold on a sec. You can't just decide like that. I could have kicked him out of my house right away, but I held out for a year. I've done my job as a mother. Derek is your family too, so you better do your duty together with Felix. Oh dear. My name is Natalie, and I am a 42-year-old housewife. I've been married for 20 years to my husband Felix, who is the same age as me, and we have 2 kids in middle school. I spend every day in a flurry of activities while raising their 2 children. My father-in-law passed away a few years ago. Felix's brother Derek has never lived alone. He still lives with his 67-year-old mother at home. I heard that he is a shut-in. To be honest, I was surprised at the sudden allegation from Morale. But I thought it would not be good to ignore Derek since he's suffering from depression. I hurriedly talked to my husband about it. We were discussing about what we should do next time. 2 days later, something unexpected arrived at our house. Morale, looks like Derek's personal belongings were sent to our house, and we had to pay for the delivery cost too. I'm glad it arrived safely. He doesn't have much stuff, so I didn't hire the movers. I sent it to you by courier, so please pay the delivery cost. Me and Felix haven't decided whether we will take care of Derek or not. We are still discussing about the plan, so nothing has been decided yet. I've been waiting for some days, but you didn't reply to me. That's why I just decided to have Derek's stuff delivered to your house. It's only been 2 days since the last time you called. We can't come to a conclusion so soon. 2 days is more than enough to have a discussion and decide something. It's impossible. We need to do some preparations in advance. I'm busy with the sale of my house and other things. I don't want to wait any longer. Just take care of Derek, okay? I'm counting on you guys. You're selling the house? I didn't know that. We seriously need to think about the preparations. Have you told Felix? Of course not. I inherited the house, so I'm the owner. Why should I tell Felix that I've decided to sell the house? Selling a house is an important matter. I think it's better to discuss such things beforehand. We are family after all. I have my own reasons, so stop bothering me. Is something wrong? Feel free to talk to me if you want to. Actually, I'm going to start investing. Isn't that great? Investment? That's quite a sudden announcement. Why did you suddenly decide that? I became friends with an investor at a coffee shop I often visit. Did that person encourage you to start investing? Yes, that's right. He's a very kind person. I learned a lot about investing from him. He told me that I'm talented. That's when I decided to become a devoted investor. What? Isn't that suspicious? That's not true. Don't talk nonsense. He actually earns more than $1,000 every month and has a house overseas. Besides, he even showed me pictures of his mansion, so he's definitely a millionaire. Honestly, I find that a little hard to believe. I mean, it's just too suspicious. But what does that have to do with selling the house? I need more money to fund my investments because the inheritance from my husband has run out. Derek's savings are gone and he's unemployed. The only way to make money was to sell the house. I'm going to use a lot of money for this investment. Wait a minute, did you use Derek's savings? He lost his income when he became unemployed, right? Of course I used it. Are you kidding me? What are you going to do from now on? If you sell the house, you won't have a place to live. How are you going to live? That person also owns an apartment building. I heard he has a spare room, so that's where I'm going to live. Living in a huge apartment was my dream, and it has come true. Geez, there are so many things I want to complain about. Can you hold the house sale for now? Why? It's my house. Besides, it's my life, so let me do what I want. It's none of your business. I understand what you're saying, but you're making too many arbitrary decisions. For example, is Derek's luggages. I don't think it's right for you to send them to me without discussing in advance. Isn't that too insane? I've been taking care of a middle-aged shut-in for a year, remember? Don't you think it's about time for me to be free? I wonder why you have no compassion for me. But before Derek became depressed, he was working and he also paid for your expenses, right? Why don't you take good care of Derek this time? It is a filial piety for a child to take care of his parents. On the contrary, Derek was depending on me since he became a shut-in. It's unacceptable. Why don't we get together and have a family meeting? We don't want the burden to fall solely on you, Morel. I'm worried about your house too. I think this is a problem that we all need to think about and solve together. I want to be a full-fledged investor as soon as possible. I even borrowed money to achieve that goal. I can't just sit around and do nothing because I have to pay it back, right? Seriously? I can't believe you did that. I borrowed some money so that I can start investing. How much? About $10,000. Really? That's a lot of money. If you start investing seriously, you can pay this back in no time. That's not true. Let's discuss this as soon as possible. If we don't, we'll be in trouble. You're overreacting. If I don't become an investor in the first place, you'll be in trouble too. Why do you think so? Because you're the guarantor for the debt. Huh? I don't remember giving you any permission to turn me as your guarantor. I filled out the form myself. I prepared everything perfectly. I'm really a smart woman, don't you think so? I don't think you're allowed to do such thing. I did it anyway. Amazing, isn't it? I don't think so. Anyway, if you stop me from becoming an investor, I'll never be able to repay my debt. As my guarantor, you will be in trouble, right? Using someone's name without permission is a crime. You'll get arrested. Even if you say such a thing now, it's too late. I can't change the fact that you're my guarantor. That's too selfish. If you have time to complain, why don't you shut up and take care of Derek? Well then, goodbye. Natalie, things have changed. Leave that middle-aged shut-in alone and take care of me from today. Hello, Morel. It's been a month since the last time we spoke. I'll be living with you guys from now on, so please keep that in mind. I don't like it when you say that so suddenly. You always decide things so sudden. We're family. There's nothing wrong with that. You must take good care of your mother-in-law. Stop kidding me. We don't have enough capacity to take care of you. What are you talking about? You're my son's wife, so it's only natural that you should take care of his brother too. I'm better than Derek, right? If it's too hard for you guys to take care of him, then just abandon him right away. It's better than taking care of an old lady like you. What did you say? How dare you talk to me like that? I'm sorry, I was just being honest. You're a terrible daughter-in-law. I was just trying to tell you the fact. It can't be helped, right? What are you talking about? Derek is a 38-year-old middle-aged shut-in who doesn't work and stays at home all the time. It's much better for you to take care of me instead. For your information, Derek is working. What? He doesn't live together with me and Felix at our house. He lives alone now. There's no need for me and Felix to take care of him. You must be kidding. That's not what I heard. I haven't heard anything from you since the last time we talked, so it's natural that you didn't know. Explain to me, what on earth is going on? First of all, Derek has ADHD. What language is that? Don't use abbreviations. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It's a disease caused by an inborn error in brain development. Don't say random things. When I gave birth to him, the doctor never mentioned anything like that to me. When Derek was born, ADHD wasn't a common thing, so I think he wasn't diagnosed properly. Then why now? Derek is already 38 years old. I had to learn more about Derek's depression, so we went to the hospital together. At that time, they recommended an examination. As a result, he was diagnosed with ADHD. So what? The cause of his depression was ADHD. I don't get it. ADHD causes a lot of common mistakes at work, interpersonal problems, and so on. In addition, you treated him so badly that he was stressed out and ended up with depression. Hold it right there. You make it sound like it's all my fault. I'm not the one who should be blamed here. You kept calling Derek a failure and told him every day that he couldn't do anything by himself, didn't you? I was just trying to be honest with him. But because of that, he couldn't decide to live alone and ended up living together with you. I also heard that you took all of his salary. I lose my mind too if I had to live like that. I feel sorry for Derek. I was using his salary to pay for our living expenses. It's obvious, isn't it? I let him live in my house and I fed him too. You only gave him bread and water every day, but you went to eat out at a restaurant with Derek's money most of the time. Isn't that too much? That's not true. If he didn't like to eat only bread, he should have cooked by himself. You didn't allow him to do that, did you? You told him that he would make the kitchen dirty, so he obeyed your order. Because I'm the one who cleans the kitchen all the time. I heard that you outsourced all of the house chores. That's very elegant. Did Derek tell you that? You hired a housekeeper using your allowance, didn't you? You're not a queen who lives in a castle, Morel. That's fine, since I don't hire the housekeeper every day. I don't think so. Derek told me that the housekeeper was there every single day. Really? I don't think so. I'm having a difficulty remembering things. Derek confirmed the housekeeper's name from the service provider. We were also able to check the frequency. If your memory is not clear, I can check it out for you. Why did you do that? You guys are so insidious. In the first place, it was Derek who made the decision of giving all his salary to me and live together with me. If you have a problem with that, you should talk to Derek, not me. He wasn't performing well at work, and he was also blamed by you at home. I don't think he was in a normal state of mind. That's why he couldn't think of any other way but to obey you. If that's the case, how did he get back into the workforce? There's no way a company would hire a 38-year-old sick man. Derek originally had a second job. You didn't know about that? Are you telling me that he has a side job? All of his salary was taken by you, so he's been working at home for some time to earn money. There's no way he can get a good job. A side job doesn't pay that much. Anyways, Derek was studying computer programming in college, wasn't he? What's that? Derek told me that he had told you about what he learned at college. You don't remember anything about that? I wasn't interested, so I don't remember. He's your own son. I can't believe you don't know anything about him. Shut up. I have no idea about what computer programming is. Explain to me. It's something you do when you want to create games, apps, websites, and so on. Is he capable of doing that? He always liked working with computers. He said it didn't bother him when he came home from work and did his side jobs. Seems that it's fun for him. I see, so that's why he had savings. As I recall, you entered Derek's room without permission. You took his bank book, didn't you? That's because I thought he was saving for our living expenses. I think that was the money he earned from his side jobs. Then why did he run out of money? If he was earning money, he should have money deposited regularly. Isn't that strange? Stop talking nonsense. Since he was suffering from depression, he didn't even have the energy to do things he liked to do. It's obvious, isn't it? I kicked him out of my house because I thought that all of his savings were gone. If he could start working again, I shouldn't have let him left the house. Since Derek is free from your abuse, he has turned his side job into his main job and is currently living a decent life on his own. He seems to be earning more money than before. I'll take care of Derek then. What? Isn't it hard to take care of a sick person? I will take care of him from now on and I'll live on his earnings too. What are you saying out of the blue? You don't have to do anything, Morel. But Derek lives alone, right? I'm worried about him. He's 38 years old. I'm sure it's not convenient for him to do everything by himself. I'll take care of his house chores. No way. By the way, we have moved out from our former house, so we are living next to Derek. We don't need your help. We can handle everything by ourselves. Moved out? What do you mean? We moved to an apartment where we can live next door to each other. Now I work with Felix to check on Derek. We have a good relationship with each other and sometimes we go out together. We're having a great time. Then I'll live there too. Give me the address. That's enough, you parasitic old hag. How dare you say that? You kicked Derek out of your house. Do you know where he was found? I told him to go to your house. He was near the mountain. Why did he go to such a place? He was sick after all, wasn't he? He was planning to end his life there. Huh? He didn't want to bother anyone anymore, so he came up with that idea, but someone who happened to be near the mountain helped him. The worst case scenario was averted. I can't believe that really happened. It's my fault for not realizing it before it happened, but you were the one who drove him to that point. Tell me how you feel, Morale. Depression is not a disease. I also took Derek's salary because I thought that it's a filial piety from him. I just did what was natural. Filial piety is something that children do willingly, not something that parent forces upon them. Wait a minute, I apologize for what happened. So will you let bygones be bygones and help me? You were planning to become a successful investor, right? Why do you need help? You're much richer than us anyway. That guy left me. Are you talking about the person who introduced you to investment? Is that why you're contacting me now? He took the money from my house and ran away. I went to the apartment I was going to live in today and found it empty. What should I do now? I knew it was a scam. It was just too good to be true. What should I do? I even have debts. You are the guarantor, right? You should be the one to pay it. It wasn't my will. You used my name without my permission, so it's not valid. If you don't help me, you'll be in trouble too, okay? If I help you, will you pay off your debt? I'll do all the housework and take care of Derek too, of course. Then you will have more time to spare, won't you? You can even work and pay off your debts easily. Isn't that good? Are you ordering me to pay off your debts? I put your name on the document. There's nothing you can do to change it. So help me, quickly. Running away won't help at all. It's easy to prove forgery of a guarantor by handwriting analysis. What? I won't let you get away easily, Morale. I don't understand. Even if the demand of the debt repayment comes to us from the finance company, we just have to tell them that my name was used without permission because you forged the document. Are you saying that it's impossible for you to take over my debts? Yes, that's right. Why should I take over your debt? Then at least let me live in your apartment. If you don't want me to live with you, find an empty room somewhere and rent it for me. Please stop being selfish. You need to face the reality. Are you abandoning your mother-in-law? What a cruel woman you are. I won't help you no matter what you say. I've already sold the house and have nowhere to live. I don't have any working experience too. Then I have a job for you. I heard you can work as a janitor at a hotel and live in the dormitory. A janitor? Me? Dormitory? If you don't like it, it's fine. You'll just be homeless. That's disgusting. Then what do you want to do? If you want work, I can send you the URL of the job site. Please do so then. Got it. You need to work hard to pay off your debt. Goodbye. After that, my mother-in-law started working as a live-in part-timer janitor at a hotel. As for the scam, I reported it to the police, but the money was never returned. I think Morale deserved that. Then I heard that she started to suffer from depression because she could not endure the unaccustomed work and life in extreme poverty. Unfortunately, she has no money for treatment. She's struggling to make ends meet. It can't be helped since she was the one who created the trouble. On the other hand, Derek is finally free from his mother. His stress has also decreased. He is now able to lead a normal life, while devoting himself to his favorite work. He is stepping into a brighter future one step at a time. Recently, he has even started to smile again. The relationship with our family is also good. Although I was surprised at my mother-in-law's selfish demands, we are now living a peaceful life. I'm so relieved.
Gregory, can I have a word with you? I'm in a hurry.
What's wrong? It's almost time to get dressed, right?
Yeah, I forgot something. I missed the train. I'm sure I'll be on time, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Got it. I'm almost there. I'll just sit back and enjoy the time until you arrive. It's my last time as a bachelor.
Please do so. We finally made it to the wedding. It's been a long time to think about it.
That's right. Mom ruined our big wedding. I really feel sorry for you, and your parents too.
Gregory, today is our wedding day. We should be celebrating it together. Let's do our best.
I know. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you at the ceremony hall.
Yeah, I'll run from the station as fast as I can and make sure that I won't hurt myself.
You're the bride today, so be careful. Rachel, I need you to reply to me soon. I'm in big trouble.
What happened? You seem upset.
I'm panicking because I just got a message from my mom.
Huh? Why?
Apparently, she knows that today is our wedding day. She knows about everything. Ceremony hall, address, and even the starting hour.
How did she find out? Did you tell her?
Of course not. Why should I tell her after what she has done in the past?
I know. Then how did your mother know?
Well, she said she heard it from a friend of mine.
Didn't your friend already know what happened?
Yes, but there's one nasty guy.
Nasty guy? Who is he?
He said that families have to stay close no matter what. Parents, siblings, relatives, everyone has to give their blessing to the marriage. He was speaking passionately about his own theory. My mother was moved when she heard that.
Don't tell me that you invited him to your wedding.
Absolutely not. I didn't even have any intention to invite him.
Then how did he find out about our wedding?
Probably a friend from school who didn't know much about the situation accidentally leaked the information.
No way.
Not everyone knows the details of our marriage. You never know where rumors can come from. Rachel, I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess. According to my mom, she'll be at the lobby soon.
Oh no. What am I supposed to do? I want to make this wedding a success this time.
I know how you feel, Rachel. I'll take care of it. Just be very careful and go inside the ceremony hall.
Okay.
Hey, Rachel.
Where are you? Reply to me right away. Ebony, is that you? It's been a while.
I told you to leave my son, and now you're getting married to him? Can you please explain to me?
I never said anything about leaving Gregory. He feels the same way too.
I wonder why you're still so brazen. I talked it over with Gregory a year ago. He doesn't deserve a woman like you, Rachel. I told him to reconsider, that there are more suitable women out there. I told him I'd help him find someone to marry. And then, he didn't contact me after that. What a carefree son. Well, I guess that means he has a good life, right? Just when I was getting worried, I got a call from his friend. He told me that you guys are getting married. I was so surprised when I heard that. I would never allow such a thing.
Ebony, Gregory and I love each other with all our hearts. Besides, we respect each other too. I don't think I can live without him.
It's filthy to say that you love each other. You will never speak to me like that again.
We would have been married a year ago, but you ruined it.
What did you say? How dare you talk to me like that? It's because you tried to take Gregory away from me. I just wanted to protect my beloved son.
You know what? Gregory said that he wants to decide the person he wants to get married to by himself. And he said that the person is me.
Stop telling lies. He would never say such a thing.
Didn't you listen to him? You just hated me unfairly. He also said that you're crazy that you tore up my wedding dress on our wedding day. I must say that I agree with him.
Crazy? Me? Stop insulting me. I couldn't stand by and watch my son being deceived by a woman like you. If I tore the wedding dress, it would ruin the wedding. That's why I did it. I'm glad the wedding was canceled at that time.
Gregory said that he can't forgive you for what you've done.
Huh? You're just as cocky as ever.
I'm just telling you the truth. Gregory has cut ties with you, right?
Cut ties with me? You better stop screwing around. I love him so much. Why should I cut ties with him? My son understands how much I love him. So stop lying.
I'm not lying.
Huh? If that's true, he's completely brainwashed by you.
I should be the one to help him. Anyway, you must cancel today's wedding immediately. I will never approve of this marriage. No matter how many years go by, I won't change my mind. I'll be at the ceremony hall soon. Wait for me. I'll tear your wedding dress again.
What? Wait a minute, Ebony.
Hey, Rachel. What the heck is going on here? That fake wedding? Are you out of your mind? You're the one who planned that, weren't you? Do you really enjoy this kind of over-the-top harassment?
Oh, Ebony. I was busy getting ready to go home and didn't notice your message.
What do you mean by getting ready to go home?
The wedding went without a hitch. I just finished cleaning up.
What? Don't be silly. You just embarrassed me in public. You made me look as if I were some sort of moron.
I heard about that. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
What?
You ruined someone else's wedding, didn't you?
What do you mean by that? It was a fake wedding you planned, right? The couple won't sue me for what I did.
It's not a fake wedding. It was a bride and groom who were supposed to get married today, just like us.
There's no need to play dumb. I know exactly what you're thinking.
But I got a call from a friend of Gregory. He said that he misunderstood. He told you the wrong wedding venue. That's why he told Gregory to call the wedding venue right away. And Gregory took care of that.
Huh?
But you just went crazy at the entrance of the bride and groom. You ripped up the bride's wedding dress. You also cut the veil and almost cut the bride's hair. A friend of mine said she couldn't do anything when she saw you in that state. Also, she told me that you had a satisfied smile on your face.
That's because I thought the bride was you. That woman was the bride you hired, wasn't she? I was disappointed to find out it wasn't you.
No, I didn't hire her. I don't remember doing that.
Then who was she?
I don't know her either. She was supposed to get married the same day as us. She was sobbing hysterically. I heard that the groom and all the relatives were very upset.
What?
The wedding ceremony was ruined. Even the wedding dress was ripped off.
No kidding.
It's not a lie. The other party's entire family is suing you for what you did. Anyway, you haven't finished discussing it with them yet, have you?
What do you mean by discussing? I don't know anything about that. What I did was self-defense.
I don't understand. Self-defense against what?
You were trying to take my son away from me. I wasn't just defending you from taking something that was important to me.
No, that is not self-defense. You just ruined other people's weddings. You are the one who should be blamed here, don't you think so?
What are you talking about? I'm not guilty.
You went into the chapel, then you interfered with the ceremony. That constitutes the crime of obstructing a sermon. Also, since you cut up the wedding dress and veil, that would also be considered destruction of property.
Oh no.
In addition, since you pointed the scissors at the bride to cut up her dress, that's a violation of the Firearms Act.
I shouldn't be blamed here. I only did it because I thought it was you. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone else.
So, you don't think it would be a crime if it was me?
That's not what I'm saying, but...
A year ago, I didn't sue you for what you did. That's because you're Gregory's mother. No matter what, you're a mother to my future husband. I felt sorry for him if you get arrested. But not this time. You did that to a total stranger, so there will be no mercy.
That's not my fault. It's all your fault. Because you tried to take away my precious son. Isn't that also a crime?
Ebony, what are you talking about? Gregory and I love each other. Two people who love each other are getting married. How can it be a crime?
What about Gregory? What is he doing? He's supposed to be helping me.
Both me and Gregory have cut ties with you.
Huh?
That day, a year ago, both of us declared to you that we're going to cut ties with you, and we did.
I didn't know anything about that. No one told me. So it must be your own delusion.
I see. If you insist.
Mom, you've done a terrible thing.
Is that you, Gregory? You should convince Rachel. She's trying to put all the blame on me.
You're such a terrible person. You must be out of your mind.
Gregory, what are you talking about?
A year ago, I told you I'd decide who I'm going to marry myself, but you still insisted that you wouldn't approve. Then I told you that Rachel and I will never get involved with you again. Don't tell me that you forgot about that.
I put up with you for a year, didn't I? 1 year of patience is enough. That's why I did everything I could to stop Rachel from becoming your wife. And then, because Rachel was up to something nasty, I'm now in a sticky situation.
Mom, how long are you going to put the blame on Rachel? You know what? I'm not gonna help you. Go to jail or whatever. You should regret what you've done. And stay the hell away from me and Rachel. Don't even dare to text us.
That's what Gregory was saying, Ebony. We should have settled things with you earlier.
What do you mean?
Even though we said we cut ties with you, we're currently doing our best to run away from you. That's why things turned out this way. I think we need to fix this.
That's right. I've been telling you for a while now that it wasn't my fault.
I knew about what you did.
Knew what?
That you were harassing me and Gregory.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You dumped food scraps in front of our door. You also sent us rotten fruits and vegetables. And you made a lot of silent phone calls too.
That's a false accusation.
I don't think so. I saw you ran away from the small window at the front door. The boxes of packages sent to me were from a supermarket near your house. From the mute phone, I could hear the distant voice of the parrot you have at home.
Well,
it was you, right?
I'm sorry. Please forgive me for what I did. So please, help me from getting sued by that family.
I can't do that.
Why not? I'm Gregory's mother.
Actually, we're about to leave for overseas.
Overseas? Are you going on a honeymoon? Well, in that case, I'll just have to wait until you get back to discuss it then.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
Why? Can't you see that I'm asking you sincerely?
I'm supposed to go overseas on business with Gregory. I don't think we'll be back for at least 5 years.
What? I didn't know about that.
Why should we tell you? You're a stranger to us. Besides, we had the company wait until today for the overseas assignment.
Oh no. Are you guys going to abandon me?
We already cut ties with you, Ebony. Gregory just told you that, didn't he? It's none of your business. Gregory also said he's going to pretend he doesn't have a mother. I'm sorry, but you're the one who made him feel that way. It can't be helped.
No way. That's a lie. Gregory would never say such a thing. Besides, I didn't do anything wrong. Once again, I need to talk to Gregory. If I explain to him properly, he'll understand.
I'm sorry, but Gregory doesn't even want to talk with you anymore. He said he'll change his number when we arrive overseas. Besides, he also said that he won't even contact you for the rest of his life.
Oh no. Gregory, please don't leave me.
You refuse to let Gregory get married to me just because you hate me. You also ruined our wedding. He said that it's better for him to have no mother than to admit you as his mother.
Gregory would never say such a thing. I knew it. He's been brainwashed by you. You must do something about it. Convince him. If you convince him, he'll do something to help me.
I can't. I love Gregory because he protects me with all his might. I love him with all my heart. From now on, I can finally live together with him as husband and wife. And yet, there's no way I'll be able to convince him to forgive you, who brought misfortune to us.
Rachel, please don't say such a terrible thing. Please, help me.
I don't want to. You're the one who's terrible. You have ruined 2 weddings. Anyway, we need to leave, so let's end our conversation here. I hope you will atone for your sins. Farewell.
Wait! Rachel, don't abandon me!
After that, me and Gregory fled overseas for the time being. But to be honest, it was just an overseas business trip. I asked Gregory's boss to let him extend the business. So in the end, we were able to extend the overseas business trip and combined it with our honeymoon. Since then, Ebony was charged a lot of money from both families whose wedding was ruined. She had to pay for the wedding venue, dress, and a whole lot more. Her husband was completely disgusted with her, and he asked her for a divorce since he said that he doesn't want to help such a heartless person like Ebony. Ebony left the house in tears and found a live-in job. She is working from morning till night just to pay back the alimony. She deserves that anyway. When Gregory and I returned from our honeymoon, we found out that I was pregnant. We are now living a peaceful life while preparing baby items for our unborn child. After the baby is born, we're planning to visit my father-in-law.
Emily, hey. I heard from your mother. Your grandfather is in danger.
Why did she tell you about him?
Not directly, but I heard it from Tyler yesterday. Since you're always helping out at your parents' house, he was complaining that you haven't done the housework at your home. Is everything all right?
I see.
I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather. You're about to have a baby. You're going to miss him.
Winoma, you're thinking too seriously. My grandfather is in the hospital, and it's not like his life is in danger. Can you stop speaking like that? It makes me sad.
Oh, no offense, okay? LOL. I'm just worried. I misspoke a little bit. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, you only wanted to talk about Tyler? Is there anything else? I'm sorry, I'm busy right now.
Don't worry. I'm texting because I have something I want to ask you. Did you think that I texted you to chat with you? Would I? Of course not, LOL.
Right. How can I help you?
Okay. I wanted to talk about your return to your hometown. I'm assuming it's hard under your current circumstances, so you should have the baby near my house.
What? Why?
Originally, I thought it wasn't a good idea for you to go back to your hometown. You got married to my son, and you're going to have the baby at your parents' place? You're our family now, aren't you? And with your condition, I'm sure there's a lot to deal with. Your mother will have a lot of work to do with the funeral, too.
Winoma.
Oh my gosh! Sorry again, LOL. I tend to speak my mind when it comes to things I'm not really interested in. I'm just getting ahead of myself. I didn't mean to offend you, okay?
No, it's malicious enough. I'll tell my father and mother about this.
Huh? Why?
I noticed that there are many things you have said that have been bothering me from the beginning. But this time, you're making a lot of foolish comments about my grandfather, who has been very kind to me. Not just making fun of him, but rude remarks, over and over again.
Hey, wait! I didn't mean to offend you. You're the one who is taking offense at me.
Whether you did it on purpose or not, I'll tell them. And my parents have already agreed to have the baby there, so nothing to be worried about.
I'm going back to my parents' house to give birth. Wait a minute. I thought you're going through a hard time, so I was concerned about you. And what's with that attitude? You're wasting my kindness. This is too much. A mother-in-law who calls a person who hasn't died a deceased person. An idiot husband who won't help a pregnant wife and just complains to his mother at his parents' house. I don't want to give birth surrounded by people like that. I'd rather be with my father and mother who are busy but say I can come over and raise my child with them. Isn't this natural for a human being? How rude! You really don't know what it's like to be a wife. No wonder Tyler is complaining. You were the one who told me first. I cannot forgive you for what you did this time. Even though I'm a wife of your son, there are things you can say and things you shouldn't say. I was supposed to leave in a month, but I'm going back to my parents' house from tomorrow. I don't want to see you for a while. What? Huh? Emily? That's not gonna happen, is it? Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, Emily! Why are you so angry? My name is Emily. I'm a pregnant woman who has just entered the last month of pregnancy. While I was working until the very last minute of my maternity leave, my grandfather, whom I love very much, was going to be hospitalized. While my mother was there to help my grandfather, I went to cook for my father, who is really bad at housework. He was going to do his best to cook himself because it was an emergency, but when he told me that he couldn't cook anything edible, I decided to visit him twice a week to help him out. In other words, I didn't go out so much that I would slack off my housework. And yet, he is complaining about me? Since my mother-in-law was rude to my grandfather, I lost my patience and replied angrily like this. But it was a good opportunity for me to start thinking they were up to something. Emily, can you pick up the phone now? I need to talk to you. I'm sorry, not right now. I'm a little busy. What are you doing? Are you being lazy back home? It's already noon. Such a lazy lady. That's why I was against returning home. And? What? What is it? Well, let me make it quick. I'm going to your grandfather's funeral today. I have to do my part as your mother-in-law. Could you tell your mother that I'm coming? What? Why? It's a family funeral. You're my son's wife, so we're family too. We don't really have to attend, but we have no choice. We're relatives. If that's how you feel, then you don't have to come. You guys are indeed the mother and the son. Tyler said the same thing to me, so I didn't invite him either. What? Is it true? Tyler said you told him not to come, so I thought he was lying this time. I doubt your common sense. Same to you. I can't believe he'd be arrogant and say, I can be there like that. I can't let him go to Grandpa's funeral. I feel sorry for him. What are you doing? Tyler is your husband. Not inviting him to the funeral? Are you insane? No, my father and mother agreed too. You don't have to come. I've shown them all the messages. What? Now you understand. You don't have to come either. Or rather, I don't want you to go. Hey, that's not very nice, is it? I can't go, so I can't take care of you guys. I can't keep an eye on you, and unleashing a beast of prey like yourselves at the funeral is not a good idea. What? Wait a minute. You're not going to the funeral? It seems like my labor has started since yesterday, so I'm in the hospital right now. That's why I can't go. Hey! You're a wife of my son's. You can't just skip the funeral. Tell them what happened and attend the funeral right now. What are you talking about? I'm in labor. I can't go even if I wanted to. Unlike you who can go even if you don't want to.
What's that? You talk like we're the bad ones. You'll get cursed, you stupid wife.
Why don't you say something? And why didn't you inform us when you're in that situation? If you're going to have a baby, let us know. You're so bad at everything. Hey! Hey! Are you listening to me? Hey, Emily. It's been almost a month. Are you coming back already? What is it all of a sudden? I was just thinking if you would take more time to rest and then come back. Well, how about 6 months or more? Or you can stay there for the rest of your life. You don't have to worry about us at all, LOL. Huh? What's going on? Tyler said something that made me happy. He said he wishes to stay with me forever. But you don't want to live with me, do you? You mean we live together? That's right. It's impossible, isn't it? You told him that you absolutely don't want to live with me through text yesterday, right? Yes, that's right. I mean, you're checking on your son's phone? That's disgusting. He shows it to me because we're close. So, what are you going to do? Are you coming back? Are you staying there? Make it quick. Well, I was planning on staying for another month. If you want me to stay longer, then I'll stay here. You're up to something, aren't you? You're exaggerating. I was just trying to say, if you don't agree to him, why don't you just stay separated? Wouldn't that be better for you two? Oh, I see. Besides, you must be going through a lot, right? I'll take care of my son, so you relax. Isn't this a great idea? Just the other day, you were saying you wanted to see your grandson, but you've changed your mind so quickly. I'm surprised. Oh, really? Well, if you want to live with me, then I don't mind. Oh, you're not going to say anything? Well, good luck raising your child. Fine. Then I'll stay here for now. I'll go pick up my stuff there. What? Of course. I have some things at home that I bought for my child. I'll have to bring them. I have minimum things here, so I'll go get them. Wait a minute. When will you come? Tomorrow. And I'll go get all my stuff too. The house will be clean too. Wait. Then tell me what time you'll be here. By 4 p.m.? Okay. Well, I'll let him know. Okay. Winoma, can I ask you something? What is it? What's wrong with you from the morning? I'm busy. My stuff is missing. Do you know where they are? I can't leave without them. What? You're back home? Yes, I am. So where did my stuff go? You were acting weird since yesterday. Were you trying to hide this? Ugh. Fine. The truth is, I was actually going to get rid of the baby stuff you bought by noon today. What? What are you talking about? It's simple. LOL. I threw them out. I threw away your stuff as soon as you went back to your parents' house. You weren't planning on coming back anyway, were you? You threw them out? Without asking me? You see, when I lose my temper, I don't know what I'm going to do, LOL. And I lost my temper with your attitude about your grandfather. I was so pissed off, so I threw your stuff away. What are you doing? And you even tried to throw away my baby stuff? I can't believe it. I don't want any of your belongings. I was going to put those in the recycle store since they could be sold. I still have a reason for this one, right? I don't understand. It's your fault for not being a good wife. Did you regret the attitude you took? But it's too late. You knew I have this kind of personality, right? This is all your fault. You're too selfish. And yet you are a mother who raised a child before? Yeah, Tyler said the same thing as well. When you said you wouldn't attend the funeral, we thought you were insane. You want me to go to a funeral when I'm in labor? Nobody can. It's not a big deal, but it's too late now. We don't need a wife who skips her grandpa's funeral. We want someone with proper manners and etiquette. I'm sorry, LOL. Tyler and I are the ones who want to sigh. I really feel sorry for him. Oh, that's right. Tyler asked me to tell you something this evening. I've thrown away your stuff, so don't come back. LOL. I see. Then I guess it wasn't just you who threw away my stuff. Not only you, but he also did. That's right. Your husband left you. Too bad. You guys are getting divorced. Well, you said you didn't want to live together, so you deserve it. Regret what you did. I see. I understand. Then can you explain me this situation? Huh? What do you mean? I'm asking about naked husband lying with unknown woman at home. What is this all about? Oh. It sounds like you knew about the affair. Please wait a moment. Please, listen to me. I only wanted to help Tyler. Please, you have to convince my husband. Oh, about the divorce, right? I'm fine with that. Too bad. I'm in trouble. I'm being divorced and kicked out of the house. That's crazy. I only helped him because he wanted to get divorced. Hey, what you're doing is crazy. You're the one who's leaving. Where would you find a parent who accepts her son's affair? You're crazy as a mother and as a person. Huh? What kind of parent would support an affair? And yet you accept her because she agreed to live with you, right? No, that's your misunderstanding. That's what your son said. He said he thought you'd be happier with a woman who could live with you. I cringed at that mommy boy who messes things up. Thank God we're divorced. Don't blame him. It's not his fault. Please, I'll make him stop having an affair. You don't have to divorce him, so please, help me. I've always noticed how much she loves our son, but I can't believe she would go this far. I'm so disappointed in her. This is the message from your husband. I agree with him. Huh? My husband? Why? He just came to my parents' house to apologize. He said he would support me on the divorce. In exchange, he's the only one who will be allowed to have regular visits with my child. Otherwise, I would feel too sorry for him. Yeah, that's right. Let me see my grandson. My sweet, sweet grandson. You are not allowed. He'll grow up to be the kind of person who cooperates in affairs. Hey, you can't. And divorcing is my decision. As for you, you helped him having an affair, so I'll ask you to take some kind of responsibility. Understood? What? Wait, why do I have to? You're lying, right? You voluntarily cooperated with him. Of course you're guilty. I'm going to ask Tyler too. Wait a minute. That's pathetic for me and Tyler. Don't you feel anything? No, I don't. Why would I? Well, those two told me they'll break up so as not to get mad while they are naked. That will not be accepted. No. Have you lost your heart? I don't have any feelings towards you guys. And my belongings? It seems like you didn't throw them away. I found them in the storage trunk. I'm relieved about that. Yeah, well, I'm glad you found it. I heard from him. It's just that you handled it so badly that a few things are damaged. Like brand name things and figures that I collected. Damaged? It was worth about $20,000, so I'll ask you to pay for them.
$20,000? That's too much!
Don't underestimate the figures. That's the amount of money for properly verifiable ones. Well, your husband paid on your behalf, but please pay him back.
You're lying! Then I can't get back with him!
Probably no. At least not until it's paid off. You'll have to pay a lot of money, LOL.
I'm sorry! I apologize! Everything I've done was on purpose. I admit it. So forgive me. I don't know how I can pay you that much money.
Who cares? I have nothing to talk to you, so if you'll excuse me. I'm also going to block you. If you want to reach me, ask my lawyer. I don't want anything to do with you people ever again.
Oh no! Wait, Emily!
I blocked Winoma's phone and Tyler's as well, and completely shut out every way to contact me. I don't even want to hear their voice anymore. Later, I had my lawyer to get child support from them, and then the divorce was finalized successfully. Winoma is secretly called a mother-in-law who accepts her son's affair by neighbors. Tyler was demoted after the company found out about the affair. I think he deserves it because he did such a thing. I am struggling to raise my child at home, but I am planning to go back to work in a year. It's a lot of work, but my parents are getting settled, so I would like to rely on them a little and do my best.
Hey, can I talk to you now? Is that you, Veruca? Can you just tell me what's going on? It's been a while. Why did you message me out of the blue? You scared me. Stop blabbering, Kelly. I'm the one who was surprised. Why don't you explain to me about everything? Hey, calm down. Looks like you've been too excited since a while ago. What are you talking about? What? Demetrio just proposed to you, didn't he? Wait a minute. How did you know that? Of course I asked him about that. Because you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me? I told you to tell me right away if there was any progress, didn't I? I know, but I just didn't think it was something I should tell other people. I haven't quite decided how I feel about it yet. To be honest, I haven't even told my family yet. Oh, really? What a waste to be so reluctant to a marriage proposal. If I were you, I'd be so happy that I'd tell everyone around me in the speed of light. It isn't something that you should hide. I guess I understand why you decided not to tell everyone. Because Demetrio is complicated somehow, isn't he? I don't know how to explain, but I don't think that complicated is the right word to describe Demetrio as a person. It's true that I like him, and I really do. But he hasn't given up his dream of becoming a cartoonist yet. I wonder if it's okay to get married when you still have a dream you haven't accomplished yet. What? I can't believe he hasn't given up that dream yet. Well, he sure is good at drawing anyways. Does he still bring his works to the publishers? Yeah, it seems so. And he also submits his work to some kind of newcomer awards. He's doing his best. Unfortunately, it seems that he hasn't received any response from the publishers. It's a tough world. I see. But he has some kind of part-time job, right? Demetrio works part-time at a video rental store at night. But with that kind of income, I have to pay for most of our expenses if I get married to him. I don't mind working, but I'd like to have kids eventually. I'm thinking if I do that, I'll lose my income. That's why I still can't make up my mind. I can understand how you feel. It's tough to make ends meet just by working part-time job. Did you tell Demetrio about that? Yes, I did. And then he said that he would give up his dream of being a cartoonist after we got married and look for another job. I wonder if that's really okay. Besides, I don't know if I can find another job that easily nowadays. It would be even more difficult to search for a full-time job. There are a lot of people who have a hard time getting a permanent job. You're right. A 28 years old man without a regular job is just not the right person to get married to. Well, but Demetrio is good looking anyway. Wouldn't it be nice if he walked beside you as a husband? I don't know what to say. Do you think it's too much to bear to be a man who doesn't have a regular job? Well, in my case, I'm sure that I won't get married to such a guy. But I'm the type of person who also likes to be with a good-looking guy. In my opinion, Demetrio is quite attractive. If it's for the sake of someone you like, you might be able to work hard, right? That's a good point. But in the end, your feelings come first. I think you should think about it a lot before you make a decision. It's not something to decide in a hurry. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Veruca. I'll think about it a little more on my own. Got it. Well, I'm going back to work. Oh, but don't worry too much. You'll go bald if you do that. I don't want to go bald, so I'll be careful. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. See you later. Kelly, about the other day, have you decided to accept Demetrio's marriage proposal? I'm worried about you. Oh, Veruca. Long time no see. Huh? What's wrong? Are you feeling a bit down? Yeah, actually, I haven't been sleeping well lately. Lack of sleep? Why? Are you that busy? Do you work a lot of overtime lately? No, it's not like that. I'm just having a bit of trouble right now. I'm feeling a little unstable that I can't sleep at night. It's tough when you're mentally weak. Are you sure that you're okay? What happened? If you don't mind sharing with me, I'm all ears. Thank you. You know what? I've been bullied lately. What? Bullied? By who? Why? We had a conversation about me getting proposed by Demetrio, right? 2 days after that, I received a suspicious letter. Every single one of them had something to do with making me give up on marrying Demetrio. It was so weird. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about it. What do you mean? Did the letter say that you must break up with Demetrio or something like that? At first, it was something like that. Yesterday, I received another letter saying that Demetrio is mine. Also, it said that I'm not good enough for Demetrio. It's very insulting. That's terrible. It's just unforgivable. Who in the world would do such a thing? I don't know. That's why it's so weird. I've asked Demetrio if he knows anything about it, but he said that he doesn't have a clue. Besides, Demetrio works part-time at night, right? So I can't contact him at night, and I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry to hear that. That's definitely weird and scary. I'll stay over for you today then. What? Seriously? Of course. If I stay at your place, you won't feel uneasy anymore. And if we chat, I can distract you from your current problem, right? If someone dangerous comes, let's fight that person off together. Thanks, Veruca. But are you really sure? Aren't you scared too? Of course I am. Look, we're best friends, right? You're in trouble, so I want to help you. You can count on me. Thank you. I'm really feeling a bit nervous, so I'd really appreciate it if you could stay with me. No worries. I live alone, so I'm free at night anyway. By the way, maybe you should think about that. About what? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about you and Demetrio, of course. The scary letters arrived just after Demetrio proposed to you, right? No matter how you think about it, this must be related to him. If you continue going out with him and accept his marriage proposal, something nasty might happen to you. If both of you get married, it may be more than just a letter. That may be true, but I can't turn down his marriage proposal because of this bully. Besides, Demetrio also told me not to worry about that. Really? I don't know what I should do if something bad happened to you. Seems that Demetrio doesn't even understand your feelings. You must put yourself on top priority, Kelly. If you continue going out with Demetrio, your life may be in danger. I think it's better for you to stay away from him. I'm worried about you. That's so sweet of you, Veruca, but I have to admit that I like Demetrio. I don't know what to do. I know you like him, but what if something worse happens? I don't want you to get hurt. If it's Demetrio's fault that you're in this bad situation, I think you should break up with him as soon as possible. If you lose your life, there's nothing I can do to fix that. I wonder if I'm just overreacting. No, you're not. Thank you so much for your concern. My pleasure. Seems that Demetrio himself doesn't know anything about it anyway. Instead of investigating further, it's probably better not to ask too much. If the person who's connected to Demetrio is the culprit, he might be the kind of person who knows what you're doing daily. Oh no, that's quite scary. What should I do? Should I tell the police? No, you can't do that. It'll just make things go worse. Why? It's not that someone is being killed or getting robbed. So I think it's just too much to tell the police about those letters. Besides, if the person finds out that you talked to the police, he'll get upset and harm you. You don't want the culprit to do something nasty to you, right? That's true. Okay then. Anyway, talking to the police is a last resort. I'm going to your house after work today. Don't open the door until I get there, okay? Got it. Thanks, Veruca. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. See you later. Veruca, sorry for the sudden notice. I have something I want to talk to you about. Oh, Kelly! I'm off work today, so we can talk. What's up? Well, I'm going to ask you straight to the point. Veruca, are you hiding something from me? What? Why did you ask that out of the blue? Just answer me, okay? I want you to tell me the truth. I'm serious. I'm not hiding anything from you. What's wrong with you, Kelly? Why would I hide things from my own best friend? Even though you're cheating with my boyfriend? What? Cheating? What do you mean? You're dating Demetrio, aren't you? What are you talking about? Stop speculating. I'm gonna get mad at you if you don't stop. I'm not speculating. I wanted to talk to Demetrio properly, so I questioned him earlier. Then he told me everything he was hiding. I don't think he was lying. I see. Looks like you found out. Demetrio is really an idiot. I wonder why he revealed it. Veruca! I trusted you. You always kindly listened to me whenever I was having a problem. Why did you do this? Because you're annoying me. Huh? What do you mean by that? Did I do something to upset you? You were the one who suddenly texted me that day. It's not like you did something or anything that upset me. Your very existence is annoying to me. What? That's a terrible thing to say. You're not even that cute, but you're just flirting with guys and you're popular. Darren, the guy who I liked in college, liked you too. I heard that Darren confessed his love to you, but you rejected him in a second. You're really a jerk. That kind of thing really annoys me. What? You liked Darren? I didn't know about that. Don't pretend that you know nothing about that. You stole the man I love from me. That's why I swore I'd get my revenge. So I decided to take your boyfriend away from you. How does it feel to have your best friend stealing your boyfriend away from you? You've never felt such a sense of defeat before, right? That's terrible. I can't believe you just betrayed me. I didn't steal away the person you like. How can you do such a thing without hesitation? You're so annoying. It's true that I was hurt because of you. I've been heartbroken for a long time. Oh, and let me tell you something. I'm the one who sent you those hideous letters. Are you kidding me? You bullied me yourself and you gave me advice on how to deal with that? So you pretended to be worried about me, didn't you? That's too much to bear. Too much? How dare you say that? You dumped someone I love. What? I don't understand. Well, that's what I mean. You didn't even know I was doing it. And you were desperate to talk to me about it. I really had to hold back my laughter. It was great to see how you panicked. Unbelievable. I really believed that you were my best friend. I even consulted with you about various things because I trusted you. I didn't expect you to betray me like that. It's all your misunderstanding. In the first place, I never thought of you as my best friend. I was only with you because I wanted to ruin your happiness. I've been waiting for the right moment. That's why you have to break up with Demetrio. I'm not breaking up with him. Huh? I'll accept his proposal and we'll even have a wedding. I'll invite you too, so don't worry about that. Please kindly support our happiness. What are you talking about? There's no way Demetrio would get married to you. It's true. It's a small wedding, but I'll invite you. I want you to see me in my wedding dress. Wedding dress? Give me a break. If you really want to proceed with the wedding, I'll ruin it. You'd better be ready for it. Good morning, Kelly. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Perfect day for a wedding. I'm so happy for you. Good morning, Veruca. You're coming today, right? Of course. I have a big surprise for you. Please look forward to it. I'm sure that you'll get stunned. Big surprise? You're not planning anything nasty, are you? I told you, didn't I? If you're really going to have a wedding, I'm going to ruin it. I'm serious. I'm the one who's getting married to Demetrio, not you. Well then, tell me what you think. What are you up to? Let me tell you something. I'm going to be the bride today. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, I'll be at the wedding soon. Just wait for me. Hey, where are you? You need to explain everything to me. Oh, it's you, Veruca. Have you arrived at the wedding venue? Yes, I'm here. I wore my wedding dress too. It's not you who's going to marry Demetrio, It's me. That's right. What? After the reception, I was being escorted to some kind of small party room. And my parents are here. I invited them. I think they want to see you in your wedding dress. Don't you think so too? It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance anyway. What are you doing? Demetrio and his parents are here too. Demetrio's parents thought that he's getting married to you. My parents and Demetrio's parents are fighting each other now. The guests are in a panic. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand at all. I wonder why you don't understand. You told me that you want to get married to Demetrio, didn't you? I went to the trouble of providing you with the venue, and now you're complaining about it. I'm so disappointed. No way. I didn't know anything about that. When I saw you entering the venue earlier, I just couldn't believe what I saw. You were wearing your own wedding dress. You were really trying to steal the bride's spot. Yes, that's right. I'm the one who should marry Demetrio. That's why I wore a wedding dress. I think it's fine. Why don't you go ahead and get married to him then? What? What do you mean? I thought you were getting married to Demetrio today. Actually, that was a lie. No kidding. A lie? I mean, can't you see what's going on? I'm just setting the stage for you to expose your affair with Demetrio. I guess it's called a revenge. Huh? I don't care whether you and Demetrio get married or not. What are you talking about? He proposed to you, didn't he? It's supposed to be your wedding with Demetrio. I was going to ruin it. I didn't come all the way here dressed like this for this awkward moment. There's no need to ruin my wedding. Because Demetrio and I are never getting married in the first place. You should just go ahead and get married to him. What? I don't get it. Demetrio's parents know me too. They also know that he proposed to me. What do you think would happen if they knew that Demetrio had an unfaithful partner? Oh gosh. Of course Demetrio's parents will be furious, right? And if his cheating partner, you and your parents are there, that would be a complete chaotic situation. Since the happiness of the family was destroyed, Demetrio's parents will be shocked. I hope you guys enjoy that sticky situation. What are you blabbering about? Are you saying that you planned all of this? You're a terrible woman. Well, that's what it means. I'm not marrying Demetrio, and you can do whatever you want with the rest. That can't be true. Demetrio said that he was planning to marry you. I confirmed it directly with him yesterday. I'm sure he's well aware of that. I know, because I was watching him texting you. What? What do you mean? I had him cooperated with me. I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. Demetrio and I were practically engaged, right? But if he was having an affair with you, I can demand alimony from both of you. Do you understand that? Huh? You were only engaged, but you can demand alimony? Since you're not married, it isn't possible. It's possible. Demetrio's parents and my parents recognized that. But Demetrio said that he can't pay alimony. So I told him that if he cooperates with me, I'll reduce the amount. That's how we planned today's wedding. I can't believe this is really happening. You were planning to set me up from the beginning. That's right. Your parents are very strict. I can't believe you were having an affair with a man who's engaged to your best friend. I wonder how your parents feel about that. Well, I feel sorry for them. Oh no. What should do? My parents are going to lecture me for hours. That's enough. I'll back off. So please don't make things worse. Please. It's fine. You don't have to back off. I told you before that I'm not marrying Demetrio, didn't I? Since you're wearing a wedding dress, why don't you just marry him? But my parents will be mad at me. They will abandon me. What are you going to do to take the responsibility of that? Serve you right. Let me tell you, Veruca, I'm going to charge you alimony too. Be prepared for that. Oh no! Well then, I'll leave you to enjoy yourselves. Goodbye. After that, Veruca kept calling me persistently. I blocked her and quickly left the wedding venue. In the end, both Demetrio and Veruca were scolded badly by their parents. Then they decided to cut ties. It's obvious anyway. Demetrio and Veruca have to pay my alimony in one lump sum. They can no longer afford to continue dating, and their lives have changed drastically to a life of working all the time. I can only say that they got what they deserved. They are now working frantically, from morning till night, and are busy every day.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!